Are you feeling confused? I think we need to do a reading. Are you in the mood for a reading? I'm in the mood for a reading. How about we pull a few cards and see what comes out? Sounds good? Sounds good. Okay, y'all. So this reading is going to be on anything that you feel confused about, giving you some clarity on it, giving you some strategic and logic thought options, opportunity choices. Okay. So, rightfully so, if you're feeling confused, it's possibly you're feeling confused because you have some options available to you. And when you have options, opportunities, possibilities, you can always be uncertain. Like I'm feeling like I, of course, don't have the tarot right now, but I'm feeling like 7 of Cups energy. There's more than one option. Some of the options are good. Some of the options really aren't good. They aren't beneficial for you. They're not something that you want. But it's all about being strategic about what you're going to choose. What's the best option for you? And it could have you possibly feeling like, I'm a Libra, so it's always indecisiveness. This way or that way, should I go? And it's just always could have you feel a little bit triggered. It could have you running, procrastinating, unsure about exactly which way you want to go. Like, there's a squirrel that has been stalking me. Just out here stalking me. But it says running away from fears. Express, say how you feel, talk about it, speak up. So there could be something you're confused about. It could be involved in a relationship. It could involve another person. It could be a job opportunity. It could just be something that you want to go towards, but you're still not 100% sold on. And it seems the best way to go about it would be talking to the person, talking to your boss, talking to your husband, your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, partner, talking to your friend, talking to management at work. Whatever it may be, sounds like the best solution truly would be to talk about it. Complicated, confusions, illusions, complex. And it could be when you're thinking about it in your head, you're making more of a big deal about it than what it actually could be. Not to minimize your problems. It could be something that is a big deal. But it's just you're so much in your head. You're so much going over it in your head over and over again. And you possibly could be leaning more towards the glass is half empty than half full. And when you're leaning towards the half empty side of it, you may be overlooking the possibilities you have, like strategic. And that's what we need to be about. And this is the one that came out in the beginning when I was doing a pre-poll. Strategic, logical thought through, clear-minded. You need to just take a beat, easier said than done, I know, to just take a breath and put it over to the left side and it'll work its way out. Easier said than done, especially when you have deadlines or there's something you gotta meet the contract at this time or that time. I understand it's easier said than done, but truly, I'm looking at this picture, it seems complex, calculus and everything like that. And I love calculus. I love chemistry. And I always tell people it can seem, when you don't know what you're looking at and when you have 101 things to do, then yeah, chemistry and laws and all that can seem very overwhelming. But when you take a breath, when you know what you're looking at, and you take it step by step, because that's truly what chemistry is, taking, there's this part of the procedure, there's that part of the procedure, and you take it one step by step, you'd be surprised at how it's not as overwhelming as you thought it would. So let me get some tarot to clarify it. We in our head can make something bigger than what it needs to be. 10 of Swords. And it possibly could be why these options, you might be stressed about these options, these opportunities, because this comes behind an ending. Something has ended. Like I said, it could be a relationship. It could be a job. And when those things end, although it probably for some of you, maybe thank God it ended, new job, new opportunity, new relationship, I'm free. Some of you could be feeling that way, or some of you could feel like it wasn't your choice. You might have been let go. You might have been fired. You might have been broken up with. And it might have caught you up by, off guard, so it may not be roses and sunshine for you. That's okay. The only way we can start anew is that we have to close the door. So whether this is an ending that you brought upon yourself or an ending that was thrusted upon you, understand that things will be okay. I don't know what this card was. It was calling me. Five of Cups. You're really sad. This really has you in your emotions. This really has you sad. And what I love about the Five of Cups, you don't really see it in this card. But, it kind of does show you one thing. These cups might be down, but you still have one cup that's shining so brightly. So it's like you have an option. You have possibilities. Typically, you're seeing with like two cups upright. So it's like, and we saw like options, opportunities. You have other options. They may not be the option that you want. Especially, like I said, might have been let go from a job, might have been coming out of a relationship. It may not be how you foresaw you moving forward or your next step, but you have options. There are people that don't have options. So truly be grateful about what you do have. You do have a choice to move forward in something. But it's also okay to feel sad. I always want to tell people, like, you are where you are. If you're in that Five of Cups, if you're feeling sad, allow yourself to feel those emotions. The only way out is through. So go through the pain, go through the shame, go through the guilt, but also understand to have a rainbow, you can't have a rainbow without some rain. So here's a little rain. And it might look doom and gloom, like you see her like crying, the little tears. So you may have some rain, but understand that rainbow is going to come out. Strength. Yes, mama. And I'm loving the Jaguar. Like, I just have been feeling so much cat energy right now. And Jaguar is just someone very strong. You've had to face, and you could be currently facing your inner demons. You could be, having to look in the mirror and realize, okay, you know what? Even though such and such left me, or even though, this might have been out of my control, I made this choice. This wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for me. I am, you're being accountable. You're holding yourself accountable for the decisions you made, for the emotions you held. Whatever has gotten you up into this point, that has gotten to this Five of Cups, you realize some of it wasn't out of your control. Some of it was in control, and some of it, you are responsible for. But it's a beautiful thing to take accountability, because it's like you're not blaming other people. Even though, like I said, a lot of things sometimes are out of our control, but you're taking accountability for the things that you're in your control and saying you're basically not playing the victim. You're not putting blame on anybody else, even though, and it is possible that blame can be placed on other people, but that's just not where your focus is. Your focus is on bettering yourself. Your focus is bringing balance. You're balancing your emotions. You're bringing balance between your light and your dark aspects. Dark aspects say, okay, where was I not acting my best? Where was I acting my brightest? My lightest. You're looking at everything and you're coming back into balance and with yourself, and possibly another person or another job. And that's just kind of where it's almost like, and it might have been someone you didn't expect. It could be like a friend that's just been around forever. It could have been someone who, like a family friend who wants to hire you, but you never really took it seriously because you were so focused on other things. And that's kind of like, there are opportunities there, but they aren't exactly how you foresaw them. But just because you didn't see yourself working with this person, you didn't see yourself dating this person, it doesn't mean that you're not meant to work with this person. It doesn't mean you're not meant to date this person. This person might be exactly, or this opportunity might be exactly what you've been looking for, but disguised as something else. And that's so often like what the Most High does for us. The Most High will grant us, will bless us with so many opportunities, but a lot of times it won't be how we expect it. Mastery of coins. And that's like calling in pinnacle status on this earthly realm. Like this opportunity, like that you we started out with so many cups, like mental, you're in your head, cup strength, more cups. And it's like you're learning how to bring balance to your emotions. And I did say that balance of that light and dark aspect. So it's like, you're like, okay, this is my shadow. My shadow exists. I'm not going to shun my shadow and pretend it doesn't exist. It's a part of me. I understand that as a human, I have lower vibration aspects, as well as my light aspect, a place where I like to be all the time, but I understand I can't be light and love all the time. Sometimes I need the darkness, but here's my light aspect. You're coming into harmony. You're becoming whole, one person. And again, that takes strength to look yourself in the mirror and look at your weaknesses. Look at when you didn't make the best choices, the best decisions, when you chose wrong, when you made the wrong decision, when you made a mistake where you failed. What did you learn from that? A lot of people get so stuck in those emotions of guilt, fear, shame, that they overlook the lesson they were meant to learn. You have integrated that lesson from your shadow. And like Two of Cups, integrating it with your light and becoming whole, one person. Because of that, you're coming into this self-sufficient, mentality with that Master of Coins. You're learning how to be a master of the pentacles, a master of this physical realm. You're manifesting the things you want to see in life. And sometimes we have to say goodbye to the old. We have to release the old to invite the new. And that could be what you're doing. You might have to let this person go. You might have to let this relationship go, friendship go, job go, in order for you to truly call in, with you to be in balance with your light and dark aspect, the person you have transitioned into, you being whole, and now to call in the success you want to see on this earthly plane. Not everybody can go with you. Not all opportunities can go with you. You have to be able to choose what is best for you, what is in your highest and greatest good, versus what is comfortable. Comfortability doesn't get us where we need to go. So it wants. And that's what I'm saying. We balance. The twos have been very important. You're manifesting the things you want to see in life. And like I said, that heartbreak might not have been what you foresaw coming. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. Like, yes. It's like that heartbreak, being let go from the job, whatever failure or, disruption, whatever this Ten of Swords may have been for you, whatever this ending was for you, you may not have foreseen that coming into your life. But understand, the wheel keeps on turning, okay? The wheel will keep on turning. And as it's turning, like I said, we all get our time at the wheel. Sometimes we're at the bottom where we're, not getting the best karma, not getting the best dharma. But those of us who do the work and push through, go through, you end up on the top of the wheel. It's like, it's just a wheel. It keeps spinning, basic physics. There will become a time when you're at the top of the wheel. And it's like your time is coming. And it might not feel that way because of endings. But like I said, to have a beginning, you have to close the door. Not everything can go with you. Not even your old self. You might have separated previously with that Two of Cups out there. You might have been my shadow, my light. Shadow, light. Lower vibration, higher vibration. You kept them very separate. But it's like when you keep, and it's one person, when you keep those things separate, you're not really your whole self. So integrating yourself as one, now you can manifest people, opportunities, relationship, networking, job endeavors, the type of relationships, chosen family, the friend dynamics you want to see. You can manifest those things when you're whole, when you're complete, when you're operating from both light and dark aspects. So anything else? Tell me about what they're manifesting. I said manifesting a brand new beginning. Say even if someone broke up with you in some way, it's like destined. Y'all were destined to break up because you were always going to manifest something better for you. Action of Wands. The Action of Wands, which is the Knight of Wands. Okay. So, and I love to see the Knight of Wands right behind the Two of Wands, because then that's showing like action is being done, like you're moving forward. And even if, like I said, you could be in that Five of Cups and probably still in your emotions, but understand you're working through the motions. And you have said the only way out is through. So you're going through, you're acknowledging how you're feeling. You're acknowledging the new passions, the desires that you have. How was that old job? How was that old relationship holding you back, possibly from what you wanted? Understand, like, you are a master manifester, okay? You manifested these people in your life, these opportunities in your life, and you knew that they were meant to teach you something. Yes, please break my heart. Yes, fire me. Yes, let me go through this, because I go through this, that'll get me to the next stage so I get through here. So it's like now you might be in a standstill where it's like, connect to what makes you happy. Like I said, going outside, being out in Mother Nature, seeing some water, going on a walk, exercising, having fun, painting, drawing, whatever that looks like for you. Get back in touch with the things that light you up inside, those things that really, ignite your passions, your desires. And who cares? Like, don't like I have to commit to this. This is my job. This is my 9 to 5. Like, who cares about that right now? You like have this freedom where you can just try out new things. So try out new things. See what works for you. See what doesn't work for you. See what, remember who you are. Get in touch with your inner child. Getting in touch with your inner child will like show you like where you want to go, like what's next, anything like, you get an idea of what you like, what you don't like. You remember. 9 of coins, and you're meant to do this, okay? With the 9 of coins out here, it's like, this is someone, my Black Girl Magic card. You do not have to be black to embody Black Girl Magic. You do not even have to be a girl to embody Black Girl Magic, just so we're clear. But the 9 of coins is typically someone seen by themselves. And that's not to say that they, don't like people, can't be in a relationship. It's just know that they are focused on what they're building. The 9 of coins is typically building towards something. A lot of times we saw the, master your coins out here. We saw the king of coins. So it's just like you are building towards that king of coins. And you're looking great solo dolo by yourself. You're very stable. If people come to you, you got it. If you don't got it, you know how to get it. You're very stable. And you're building towards that king of pentacles, that, legacy, that empire. That's what you're building. And understand, like I said, when you're building an empire, where you're building a legacy, not everybody can go with you. It's not meant for everybody. And be okay with that. Because you're going towards 10 of cups, baby. 10 of cups at the bottom of the deck. Like, this one is 6 of coins. Like, heavily based in, the coins and the emotions. It's like, get your emotional right, and that might take some time. Like I said, if you need to cry. If you need to go out with some friends, if you need a happy hour, if you need to go see movies, do the self-care that you need to take care of yourself. Invest in yourself and fill your cups up. Because once you fill your cups up, and you you're going to go towards the emotional fulfillment. You're going to feel emotionally fulfilled. Not only are you going to feel emotionally fulfilled, you're going to be physically, in this physical realm, financially fulfilled as well too. So do not sweat. I know you may feel confused. We started off saying, like, are you confused or you don't know which way to go? Sit with yourself. Allow yourself to feel all the emotions. Allow yourself to hear all the intrusive thoughts. Get back in tune with yourself. Because once you get in tune with yourself, you'll know which way you need to go. And like I said, with that 6 of coins there will be that equal give and take. You're going to find that you're attracting people that believe in your mission, that believe in your project, that believe in your idea, that want to invest in you. But you have to believe in you too. So that's why I said, take your time. Know exactly what it is you want to. You're confused. Great. You don't know what the next step is. Sometimes that's the greatest place to be. Allow yourself to sit there. Work through it, and you'll eventually get to what you need, and which will lead you towards that 10 of cups, that emotion fulfillment, that king of pentacles. Your empire, your legacy is waiting for you to build it. This is something that I said, we had the 2 wands out here. You're a master manifester. This is something you manifested before you even got here. Now you're at the stage where it's time to move forward. Something didn't work out. Guess what? That wasn't in the plan for which you had set. You're here to build something great. You're here to build something dynamic that lasts the time, stands the test of time. So take your time and be patient. That masterpiece is coming.